Okay, guys, I think it's a good time to start. Anyone else that comes afterwards, it's no problem. They can just join in. But so welcome to Jump. I'm really excited to have everyone here. Really, genuinely excited. I've been in your position the last year. I participated also in Jump, so I'm really glad we can continue this program. And the last year it was a really big success. And I just wanted to go very quickly into this. By the way, we're here in the Experience Lab. One of the professors managed to set all of these things up, so we have a lot of cool technologies here, like this huge screen and this whiteboard there that we're going to use today. Also this surface, I never presented like this, but now it will be like that. So let's see, it looks much more professional than I wanted to look, but yeah. So I just want to share in the beginning with you my favorite stories at the moment, and it starts with one of the participants of Jump last year. Her name is Diana. Does someone of you know Diana personally? Maybe some of the Portuguese? No? Okay, so Diana Mota, you know her more or less? More or less, cool. She participated last year in Jump with an idea that is called Parkist, and she wanted to make parking and finding a parking spot in Lisbon more easy. So she went through Jump, and now, some days I saw in her Facebook that she was invited to a national TV channel, SIG, and was presenting it there. And she is also here at the Mobi Summit right now. She was pitching on the big stage in front of a bunch of people. Well, not her, but her co-founder. So this is just to give you an idea that these ideas, they can get more and more real with the idea. And we don't know if it will be a success or not, but we hope that we can also help you with Jump to have a similar story and at least make it to the news if it's not going to be $1 billion business, right? So then the next story, this is Ashutosh, a good friend of mine. I met him last year in the summer. I did a summer school in China, and we were working together there on a business idea. This one was related to finding scholarships for students, creating a platform that makes it more easy for students to find a scholarship. This one, it didn't work out that well, but Ashutosh, after this experience, he wanted to keep going and wanted to do something entrepreneurial. So then he went on to search for ideas, and he found an opportunity when he was working in his father's business, and they're selling cement in a really small, poor village in India. And then they realized that, damn, there are so many middlemen in the middle that are taking money from us, we almost can't pay our house. So they said, why don't we just build an e-commerce platform for cement? So that's what they're doing. They started off first 2 weeks already making revenues, already breaking even, so really on a nice growth trajectory. They started to hire other people that are from the industry, so they really have good connections now, and they're gonna keep pushing now to bigger cities. A lot of VCs already call him, send him messages, etc., saying, hey, we would like to meet you for a coffee, and it's really big VCs, like for example from Germany. I know you're not from Germany, but maybe you know them anyways. Global Founders Capital. And it's a pretty cool thing, and I just wanted to let him share one story or one sentence that we were always saying to each other when we were in China together. So let's look into it.
I think being an entrepreneur, you need to kind of being consistent and like keep it going. Yeah. Just trust in the process and see what happens.
So that's exactly the message. Trust in the process and see what happens. Here at Jump, we want to try to help you to break down this huge task of starting a company into a process, into small steps that you can actually tackle, and then you'll just see what happens. So let's see what happens with him. Maybe it will be unicorn, who knows? And maybe you guys will also have a unicorn. Maybe you will just have a meaningful idea, whatever it is. I think it's a cool thing to start with. And yeah, then I want to go a little bit into my story. And I forgot one thing that I actually wanted to do with the new technology. So I just wanted to write down the two main takeaways from the stories that I just told you. The first one of Diana, for me it's a story of proactivity. So she was pushing hard. She was, I never write on the blackboard, so I don't want to make a mistake. Proactivity. It's right like that, right? yeah, so she was being proactive, she was pushing hard, she was trying to make it happen, and in the end she made it. Then we have Ashutosh, and he's trying to disrupt the cement industry in India. Which kind of graduate student would think about that, right? Here, the story or the takeaway, it's he has a challenger mindset. And this is also the things that I would like you to take away from this presentation. It's these two things and a third one that will come now from my story for the moment. So I started my studies in Cologne, University of Cologne. I went on an exchange to the NCCU in Taipei. Then I started working in the startup ecosystem in Berlin and in London. I was working for Project A Ventures. It's a VC in Berlin. Then for Delivery Hero, it's one of the biggest companies in food delivery worldwide, like Uber Eats. And then in London for BCG Digital Ventures. So already they're learning a lot about the entrepreneurial process, learning about the different teams, how they're interacting with each other, and how can we create something more innovative. Then I went on to Nova, did a volunteer at the Nova SB Venture Lab. Now it's called Nova SB Entrepreneurship Hub. It's a little rebranding, still related to innovation. We were trying to develop new business models for Santander Bank. Well, and then I went to India. I had my exchange there. I went to Asia Pacific Innovation Academy, where I met Ashutosh and where we were working on that idea related to scholarships. I also took this idea to Jump, so that's what I was working on in Jump the last time. And then I started a company, and that's why I'm still here. So we're working now on a completely different field. It's related to wildfires, and we are trying to tackle a problem related to wildfires in Portugal with the idea called Plantaforma. And yeah, I'm working on that idea. I'm working at the Nova SB Entrepreneurship Hub, and I have a deep passion for entrepreneurship. I learned a lot in the last years in that field, and I hope that I can pass on some of the learnings to you. If you have any questions, you can always come to me. We can brainstorm together. I like this kind of stuff. So just feel free to do these things. And what I wanted to share here, Plantaforma, we are trying to tackle wildfires. It's a really systemic issue. It can't be just done in silos. So what we are doing there, and what is the main takeaways, if you really want to develop something meaningful, you have to share your knowledge. And I also want to ask you guys to do that with your peers together. Start talking, start sharing your knowledge. If someone has a problem, you can ask all of the others. Maybe they can help you. So knowledge sharing, that's the last one that I want to highlight. Knowledge sharing. Okay, so the three main takeaways. Let's see if it sticks. Yes, it does. Proactivity, challenger mindset, and knowledge sharing. So let's get ready to jump. As I said, we're really excited to have you here. I just want to tell you about this opportunity that you have now at your hands. Okay, it's an opportunity that comes once in your study time. I really think so, and you can just experiment as much as you want with your ideas. And in the end, if it didn't work out, well, you still did your master's, right? No one is going to say, oh, there's a hole on your CV, oh, you started a company and it failed, etc. So you really have nothing to lose. So just try to make the best out of the things that we are offering to you. The only thing we demand from you is commitment, it's time and thoughts. And the things that you get in return are these. So we will have really, really cool in-session mentors. Maybe I'll introduce you later, the ones that we already have scheduled. But I hope that you can learn a lot. And from the mentors, we not only hope that you will learn a lot and get good feedback on your ideas, but we also want to introduce you to the startup ecosystem here in Lisbon, to different kind of companies that are doing really amazing things, so that you know more about it. Then, breaking down the process, I already talked about it. Then communities, look around. All of these guys are really friendly guys, otherwise they wouldn't be in that program, we wouldn't have accepted them. At the same time, they're all really smart minds. They're all here at the university, or we even have alumni here, so that's a big pleasure. And the next thing, it's applied learning. So even if the idea doesn't work out for you, you will still take away all of these learnings that you made on the way, and it's hands-on learning, so you won't forget. If you do a mistake, it will be so painful that the next time you're not going to make it again. And trust me, I did many mistakes with our idea of Plantaforma, and I'm sure that the next time it won't happen again to me. And the last thing, it's the demo day. So we really want to make it a big event. We also count on you to invite your friends and your family, your grandmother, whoever. So that it's going to be a big event. We have the Vice Dean, I think, already invited, and we want to also create some opportunities for you there. So our idea, and this still needs to be worked out in the process, is to invite mentors, people from the startup ecosystem that later they can become your mentors. So you're not pitching to investors because they won't invest anyways in such early stage ideas most of the times. But mentors, they can be extremely interesting for you, and they can connect you to people that then will really help you progress with your business. So that's what we want to do on the demo day. We didn't start inviting people yet. It's also a bit around what kind of ideas do you have? What are the ideas that you decide to work on in the end? And then we want to have some that might be specifically targeted for your ideas as well, right? So in the end, that's the summary. In-session mentors, breaking down the process, community, applied learning, and the demo day with cool mentors. The extras. First thing that we were thinking about is the Jump game plan. So here what we want to do is make a little booklet for you that has the different sessions with the goals for the session and the tasks that you have. It will also include some interesting articles that you can read that give you some more inspiration. And from that we hope that even after Jump, and even if the idea didn't work out, you can take this book anytime, this game plan anytime, and you can look at it again and go again through the process. That's what it's designed for. Then the next thing that we have, it's the Jump Garage. So here it's going to be a Google Drive where all the tools that we will discuss in the sessions will be stored. So you can just go in the garage and pick the tools that you want. You see that this garage is kind of empty right now. We will still have to fill it up together with the mentors. But in the end, I don't think that you need a huge set of tools, because then you will get confused. You will just need exactly the right ones. So that's what we want to show with that image. Then we will have individual mentors. So at the Entrepreneurship Hub, you are free to pass by anytime you want to, and to pick one of us to give you feedback. It can be either me, it can be Joanna, that I would like to introduce to you at this stage. Joanna, she's the head of the Venture Lab, and is it not the right? Yes. And she has a lot of experience in mentoring startups. She started an acceleration program here at Nova 1 year ago, and was guiding their 10 startups that were here?
No, for the program that was made here at Nova, it was 6 startups.
Okay, 6 startups.
And we did many other programs with companies, like shorter acceleration programs with specific sponsors, and with that, those kind of programs we can count on more than 60 companies probably. It's a lot.
Exactly. So Joanna is a really great person to speak to if you need some feedback to your ideas. She's always happy to answer your questions. You know where the Entrepreneurship Hub is? Next to the gym entrance on the left-hand side if you're facing it. So anytime you can pass by if you feel the need. We, of course, apart from Joanna, we also have Euclides Major. He's gonna be, he's a serial entrepreneur. He started many startups here in Lisbon, and he's gonna be there to open, to listen to you. He's also gonna be mentor in 2 of the sessions, so you'll get to know him in the first session. He'll already be there. And our other colleague, his name is Duat. We always forget his last name.
He's new in the team.
But he's also a founder, a successful founder, has a lot of experience in the field.
Founder and co-founder also of
Yeah.
other startups, yeah.
So you see, we have some people for you that they're always happy to answer your questions.
And more than, or rather than more than the feedback part and knowledge sharing, etc., we also have a wide network of contacts in the ecosystem in Portugal, but also in other countries. Euclid, for instance, was in Berlin for textiles. He was in the United States and he got invested there actually. He was in London. So we have quite a huge network, and he's also part of a really closed thing, which is EO, which is entrepreneurship organization network, something like this, which is the greatest entrepreneurs of the world. They are all in the same organization, and they have periodic events. So he has access to a huge network that you can also take advantage of course.
It's pretty cool. I didn't even know about that this exists, the IO, but yeah, really, really cool.
Entrepreneurs organization, that's the name.
So then we have milestones, the jump milestones. So they will be a tool to keep you accountable and to keep you on track. So basically, we don't want to add a lot of workload on top of everything that you guys are already doing. But at the same time, this was the experience for me in Jump. You still need to do some work to progress. Otherwise, you're just not going to progress and you're going to be stuck. You can come to the sessions, but in the end, they won't add a lot of value anymore because you're not advanced enough to take profit of the mentorship. So we will have every week some milestones that you should try to pass. And then we will check if you did these milestones, and if 2 weeks in a row you didn't manage to fulfill the milestones, then we will just sit down with you and talk and see, okay, do you need some support? Do you have some problems with the time management? What is going on? Just to keep you on track and have something that is more the accountability side of things, okay? And the last thing, it's the Jump crew. So the idea here in the Jump crew is that we will divide you in smaller subgroups, 4 to 5 members of each of the crews, because we realize that a lot of you guys are single founders, let's say. So I was doing it with a scholarship idea too, and sometimes I was feeling really lonely and I had no one to bounce ideas off. So these crews are designed for you to have a small group of people that in each of the sessions you will sit down together and discuss your process and bounce ideas off each other off, ask for feedback, etc. So yeah, meet the crew. We wanted to help you guys to understand better what is everyone else working on. So I would actually like to ask you to come to this beautiful whiteboard here individually and write your business idea in maximum 3 words, or your topic, let's say the industry, in maximum 3 words. Or you can try to draw a picture if you want to do that instead. Okay. Let's see, I don't know how to delete things here, so that's a problem.
I think it's that one, the pencil with the eraser, right there.
Yeah.
No, down there.
Click on the
Yeah, on the one.
and
Yeah, and now
go over it.
Yeah.
And now I can go over?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, perfect. Okay, great. Thanks. Thanks for that. Okay, so is there someone that would like to go first? Cool. So then let's do it. Just tell your name to everyone. What is the program that you're studying or the job that you're working? And
how I should write it?
no, that's about your business idea. That's about your business idea. Just say, hey,
Okay, my name is Teresa. I'm from Germany. I'm in my first year Master's of Management, and now I'm going to write the idea, right?
yes.
Okay. Should I also explain it a little bit?
Easy private pension. Yeah, you can just give a little introduction.
So my vision or idea is to create an easy-to-use, fully digital platform similar to like the approach of Revolut or N26, targeted directly at millennials, like our generation, because I realized that there's a huge gap in what we know about private pension funds and when people start saving, and I wanted to make it more approachable and easier for us to save for our futures, basically.
Cool, nice. You can give applause also. And can you also, I don't know if it's possible, take this and speak into this so that for the people that couldn't come and that want to watch that, they will hear it kind of. Is it possible? I don't know. If it's not possible,
No, I think it works. So I'm Joe, I'm from Switzerland. I'm studying the International Master in Management in the first year here. So tomorrow is my finance exam, so I'm a bit like... no, so you have to wait for a second. Okay.
Take it back.
So you listen again. So written on this beautiful whiteboard is Gen Z Key AAS. So the problem we are tackling is that we realize that companies are really disconnected from the newest generation, the Gen Z, and Key AAS is actually knowledge as a service. So what we want to do is to sell insights into Gen Z to companies.
My name is Armel, I'm from Luxembourg. I'm also doing the International Masters in Management, also have finance tomorrow. I'll write my idea down and explain it. Okay. So obviously urban farms are kind of a big, increasingly a bigger trend, but what I wanted to look into is actually to try and disconnect people from this kind of hyper speedy world and get people back to understanding where food comes from, how it grows, and to actually just like spend some time doing it themselves as opposed to just buying it off a supermarket. So it's kind of I guess an idea for people to have their own mini gardens on rooftops and have access to that.
Cool.
Okay, my name is Ana Margarida. I'm from Portugal. I'm on my last year of my bachelor's degree on management. And yeah, okay. Sorry. Okay, basically my idea is develop some kind of project in order to fight the effect that the technology advance will have on the unemployment and in a way to integrate both. But actually yesterday I found a new of a searcher from Nova that is developing something very, very similar to my ideas. So I'm a little bit, okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Or...
We have to talk to them.
Yeah, I think that I will. And it's that.
Cool, thanks. Is the next one?
Sorry.
All right, I'll go.
Okay.
I was just nervous. I didn't want to go. Oh, yeah. So, my name's Eric. I'm from Brazil. First year bachelor's in management, so I'm probably the youngest one here. But I have, and yeah, let me get to the idea now. Okay. So, run out of space here. Let's do it. All right. So, highlight it to compensate for the missing word. But basically it would be, well, it could be an app software which allows, oh yeah, oops, all right, let me restart. So it's an app or a software that allows anyone to look for events, parties, basically when you don't know what you want to do with your friends or where you want to go with your friends or family, and you could search for events, parties, just, yeah. So it's simple, but I feel like it's a big problem nowadays where everyone always wants to be doing something, and I want to make it easy for people to find something to do. So, yeah.
Hello, my name is David. I did the full-time Lisbon MBA here in 2015. Now I'm writing the idea. My handwriting is not amazing. So the idea is to have a laundry service on your cell phone that you could hire, and someone would pick the clothes at home and deliver it at you after 1 or 2 days. So it's basically that.
Hello, my name is Frederico. I'm in my first year of my bachelor's in management, and so I'm probably the youngest one. Sorry. And yeah, I'm writing my idea.
Oh, that's a ruler. Click the ruler again. No, that doesn't leave. Oh, it's still there though.
Okay.
Okay.
So my idea came after I came to the university and was introduced to the Moodle platform. I'm sure all of you know it, and I really didn't like it. I thought it didn't look right, and many features were missing. And we have more platforms like NetBan. We have to jump between those, and I think that a new platform that could have more features and integrate all of those that exist now could be created.
All right, I'm Leo. I'm German, and I already did my finance master's here, and I'm doing the SEMS master's program here right now. And yeah, my idea is to invent an app, how to make the surf rental easier, and also the storage for your own surfboard. Because for me, I like surfing myself, but it's always a hassle where to storage your surfboard or where to rent it, and also how to transport it.
Hello, I'm Lorenzo, I'm from Italy. My idea is helping autistic children with an app that like provide therapy for them. Of course, it's provided by a therapist, but the app will help to collect data from this therapy and to have like a more, let's say, structured program for helping them. Thank you.
It's going to be the best.
So my name is Phil. I'm also German. It's also my first year doing the Masters in Management and the SEMS program. Also finance tomorrow. Hope you all can read this. It's augmented reality. Sightseeing. So this idea pretty much is like the result of a passion for history and a few travels over the past years. And also an article I read earlier this year where I read that a few companies are experimenting now with augmented reality concerts, like bringing Tupac back on stage and all these kind of things. And I thought it would be nice to do that also like with historic sites, especially when I was traveling Japan, like every single building with significance at least burnt out once. And I thought there must be a way to bring those things back and kind of combine it with an educational value and also like making it interactive and fun. And so the idea is pretty much like having sightseeing tours, but also incorporating it with augmented reality so that you will see, like, I don't know, when you're Berlin, the Berlin Wall being built and, you know, people jumping over it and these kind of things. So bringing history pretty much back to life. So, yeah.
Amazing.
Hello, I'm Malik from Morocco, and I'm doing my international masters in finance. So my idea is play it reverse. So basically it's a mobile application that will allow the user to play some games and take some quizzes, and if you win, you will have some discounts based on the brand that you chose at the beginning. So it's a platform where companies can market their brands, and also customers and users can win some discounts.
Yeah, I was like, wow. Yeah, I don't really have a good idea
To take the...
you can understand what I'm saying. So I'm Ayo from Nigeria. So this is like the first one. I have like 5 ideas, but I don't know. So I'll just try to do them. The first one is about flexible payments, creating an international payment system to replace the SWIFT code system that is being used right now by the traditional banks. Yeah. There's a lot of big competitors, Stripe, PayPal and stuff, which is why I was interested when we were talking about the pension. Yeah, maybe we could work together, I don't know. Yeah, that's for the future. Then also token bins, I don't know. There's been some research about waste bins that are interactive. So if you say, you put paper and it says thank you, then it gives you a very warm feeling, and yeah, there's a business opportunity there. Then also, there's a lot of big and beautiful, creating a sportswear mainly for the obese people who are fat, not because they do not exercise, but because of genetic conditions, and for all kinds of people, not only people who have modeled body or shaped abs. If you're big, you can also be nice. Then, sorry, we should know that one. Yeah, lots, but I think that's enough. That's enough for now. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we have here 12 ideas right now. I think in total we accepted 17 teams, so 5 couldn't make it today, but you'll meet them then throughout the program. And let's see what kind of cool ideas they have. So now before we end the formal session, and then we'll just have some more chill things afterwards and some get together, some icebreaker. I just want to jump in the program schedule. Wait, wait a second. I remember now what was it about. The wait a second was about what were again the three topics that I said in the beginning that I really want you to take away. Can you tell me the three things?
Proactivity, knowledge sharing,
And
challenger
mindset.
Very cool. Okay, great. So that was faster than expected, and we can jump right into it. It will be really short. I'll just go through it and introduce you who will be the mentors or the proposed mentors. First one, problem 1.0, it will be Euclides. We already talked about him. He's a member of the EO, so it's a very great entrepreneurial person that will be able to help you a lot with evaluating your problems. Then we'll have Tomasz Villaluz. He's working for MaceX. MaceX is a social entrepreneurship, social startup incubator here in Lisbon. Really cool. It was started by one of the professors here, and they're doing really groundbreaking work. They're one of the most innovative social accelerators in the world, I would say. And it's really cool to have one of them here and dive deeper in the problems from social entrepreneurship. We think it's interesting because they really have to dig down in the problems and find the root causes. So I hope that Tomasz will be able to help you with that. Then we will have, this is not confirmed, this is still to be seen, with company and Tiago Nunes, who are doing strategic design. They're a strategic design company, so they are really cool when it comes to ideation sessions and working out ideas. Then we will have Shadi Mahasel, if I say his name right. He is the founder of Surf & Code. It's a product studio in Porto, and basically what they're doing is partner with founders that have a good business idea, but they don't know how to build the product. They will help them and kind of co-found the company together for a share of equity. They will go into problem solution fit. Then prototyping, we are talking to OutSystems to have them here, but it's also not confirmed. Then we'll have business and revenue model. Here it's Pedro Queiro. He's the founder of DreamShaper, already worked for several startups, so he's a great person to be in that field. Then we have go-to-market strategy, Patricia Costa. She was a mentor for me in the European Innovation Academy. Really funny, really cool person, the founder of Maquinista. So she's all about marketing, all about finding the right value proposition. So that's going to be a really cool person to discuss go-to-market strategy. Then we'll have a pitch training. We don't know who will it be right now, so we'll have to see. We have to find someone. And then we will have Tiago Brigido, from Codacy, who already was mentor in the last years. Jump, he was a very great mentor. So we will have him again about financials. And then last but not least, we will have again Euclides. So he starts and he also wraps up everything with next steps and tell you a little bit about what are the opportunities after the program. And well, then the last thing, it's the demo day. I already told you about it, so no need to speak more about it right now. That's the program overview. So it's a bit heavy slide, but we have in total 10 sessions and we have a really awesome group of people. So I really hope you're going to make the best out of the program. You're motivated to start, and that's it with the presentation. We have some pastel nata for you guys, and then I think you can just go grab some, and then we're going to have some icebreaker session here, but I need to figure out how to project it on the screen first, okay? So thank you very much, and let's get it started. Let's jump.